Yeah, this rain from Poor Man's Outdoors. I had a couple people ask me on this about pliers and that plastic over at one set. It didn't freeze that night, so I never got to show it, so I pulled it up. Ended up catching a dog in a goofy thing. I even had that squirrel cage, but still got a dog in it. So I'm going to make a set here. But anyway, I found a lot of scat here, so I'm going to show it while I'm setting here today. I'm going to set that. If you're really setting traps in mud and then refreeze, I'm going to show you with that board and stuff it does. And I've got another deal I have to show you. But you can just put a little 2-inch board underneath them other ones when you cut that pattern out. I'll show you on this other deal a little bit. I'm going to set one and then show you that plastic on top of that. It ain't going to bother. It will throw as long as you don't put a lot of dirt on there. Plastic lets that water shed and it'll throw. It's supposed to freeze again, so I'm going to see that whole ground's froze still yet. But where it scattered, I moved it. This has got about a 3-inch hump here. That's hard in there, it's froze. I'm trying to dig it. I'll get my rod stick in there, but I'm showing you this hump. I'm gonna leave this here for that coyote. I've got a good brush right here, already made, good grass there. I got a little deal over here I can add to. I'm gonna set this trap right in here and leave that bank there. Show a lot of people that don't really bother them that much. I'm gonna get back, try to get that hole a little deeper and get my bed, because like I say, that ground's about froze. So that keep it from freezing and thawing and freezing. That'll show you that it will go off. You can see that's got original heel and it's in a low spot here. But I'm gonna level that up back off that hole. So when I bring that back, this center, right in here, the pedal, I'm gonna scoot that down off that hump and leave that just where that's flush up there. And that'd be back about 12 inches, but that's fine for coyote a lot of times. Because he's going to come up. I'll put a little, that dog pee over there. So if he comes up for like a post set, he'll do it. If he comes in this other way, I'll block his side over here a little bit. But anyway, I want to show you and just leave that hump up there, because he'll step up there and look in there. See, if you can see, that old ground's about froze. But I about got this bed. That's what I like about them. You pretty well level it where you want. And see what we got here. Like I say, I always offset that about 2 inches. And this one here, that's going to be a good 10, 11 inches. I want that up about like that. Ground's pretty flush, see right here. May take it down just a hair more. Then I have to take this bottom out of here, because that there is where that trap sets. You don't want that to touch them. You want that deep enough where them springs will not touch the ground, because they're right here. So I have to mark that all out and cut that out deeper in here where that trap is set all the way in there. Now as you can see, I've got that dug way down in there, probably 1.5 to 2 inches. So that trap can set in there and them springs can never be on the ground, so it can't freeze that way. I got my trap here. What I do is just take that. Of course, I don't worry about that chain there, because I'm going to put a blind deal over there on it here in a minute. Oops, better turn that around, hadn't I? Got everything backwards. That'll help turn that around. That just sets right down in there. Your jaws is all level pretty well. Get everything running down here. You set that right down in there. Everything's pretty level. Like I say, your bottom's not touching and that's not touching, so it can't throw. Really, got good eyeballs, and I didn't bring my leveling board. See if I can get a cheater here, because I can't see as good as I used to. See if this will do it without throwing it. Okay, there's my trap's level. Let's see, I have a piece of paper here. That wind's blowing so much. Always wind blows. Okay, well, I got the piece for it. I just grab a piece here, just get a little mud to hold that right now. Put the little up there to hold it. You gotta have something to hold it. Push that down. Push that down in there a little. I like to put little blocks here on the edges. That'll freeze, but as long as you don't pack that in there, that plastic will flange, is what I'm saying. If you don't just pack that, even though this is mud, wet, don't matter. I won't put them up there just a block, and I get more stuff here from the side. I just camouflage that right there, because it's grass out here anyway. Just put this up there over your sprinkler. I always put a drag out there. Like I said, I don't worry about that back there really. You can put dirt back there if you want. I don't really. As long as it's old wet grass, you can put it right back up there. But if that freezes tonight, it won't make that much difference. I just put that on there just a little. Don't take much, because it's old dead grass around here anyway. So that kind of fixes that up. Out here, you just kind of get that old mud and grass. Get an old chunk or two here, just as long as it's leveled out a little bit. I'm only making him walk up in there anyway. Make sure that plastic's pretty well out. Like that. I'm gonna use flour. Some of them ask me, and it don't bother them. It don't seem like it bothers them. And it don't freeze, and it covers good, and it gives a little eye peel. Put it on pretty thin or whatever. I put it out here on the sides. Out here don't really make that whole lot of difference. Of course, you got a little high spot there. It's no big deal. Alright, that's what I want. Blow it back off the side there where you can see. That kind of gives it a feather deal. So now I want to just make a ridge out here. Just barely cover that now. Barely cover it. Put your little out here in front. That way he'll get used to it. Now I always make a little ridge right out here on my jaws. Make that a little higher. Put my pedals there because I'm sitting on a hill. A lot of times I like to step a little higher, but I don't want too high. Okay. You leave it like that, or you can get some junk, throw up here. But me, I'd probably want to leave that like that. It's old mud here. I've been tracking around, getting a little grass here. Just kind of throw up there. There's his cat scat. I'll put his scat up here. They kind of like that old scat again anyway. Here come that right there. That's gotta work. Don't look good, but it'll work usually 99% of the time. If you want, if you want to decorate a little more, just keep it even. You can throw a little flour on up there. It don't bother them that much. I think they can't see color that good anyway, really. Cover that hole so he won't dig there. He might, but we'll check him out tonight. But basically, I've shown you that because that flour, it won't freeze solid. That's the only thing about dirt and stuff. Laying on top, it will throw. It's supposed to throw anyway. This is like a 16th inch board. That flour's a lot thinner than dirt. So when it works kind of like rubber jaws, stuff. And it's just, it'll throw in there with that 1/4 inch there. See, it'll just throw. You just touch it. You got plenty of hold there still yet. That plastic don't hurt a bit because that'll pull right out of there. But he grabs, he'll run. I don't stake, like I said, I run cheater wires. That way you leave your deal here. 5% of the time, if he runs sideways, you give him that slack, he'll never come back up here. So anyway, I got that one.